Hi everyone, it's Miss Henderson. Today's lesson is going to be an introduction lesson to Microsoft Excel. To open up the app, go to your Home menu button in the lower left corner of your computer screen, find MS Office on the list, and open up Excel. Once you have the app open, you can click on Blank Workbook. And once you click on Blank Workbook, the screen that will open up should look something like mine. Now, my toolbar might be slightly different since I'm on a Mac and you guys are on a PC, but the information that we do in this lesson will all be the same. Now, on the screen, you will notice there are lots of these little squares or rectangles. Each of those are called cells, and they all have an address. So if I were to tell you to find cell D7, you would go to column D, find row 7, and you could click on that cell and you could type in any sort of information that you need to type. Today's lesson, it might be kind of fast as I go through this on the video, so feel free to pause anytime you need to pause. We're going to start in cell A1. I want you to click on A1 and I want you to type the word region. Now, moving from cell to cell, you can use your tab key to go across, or if I go back to A1 here, if I hit enter, it will go down. So depending on if you're going to be typing across or down, you can use your tab key or your enter key. And of course, you can also use your arrows or your mouse as well. All right, so we're going to go down. So let's go to A2, and I want you to type the word Asia. We're going to be typing information about the population of the different parts of the world. So Asia in A2. I hit enter to go to A3, and I'm going to type Africa. I hit enter down to A4, and I'm going to type Europe. Next, in A5, I will type North America. Now you'll notice North America is a little too long for the width of this column. It kind of flows into column B a little bit, but I can fix that. If I go up to the top here in between the A and the B and make my mouse turn into those two little arrows, I can double click and it will automatically make my column A wider. The other way I can do that is I can simply drag that line going across and I can make it as wide as I need it to be. I'm also going to go into my lower right corner and zoom in a little bit so you guys can maybe see this better. All right, let's go on to A6. In A6, we're going to type South America. And in A7, I'm going to type Australia / Oceania. And if you need to make your column A a little wider again, you can do that. In A8, we're going to type Antarctica. And in A9, we're going to type total. All right, then we're going to move on to column B. So let's go up and click on B1. In B1, we're going to type the word population. So we're going to be entering numbers that correlate with the number of people who live in that region of the world. And these numbers are rounded. All right, so in B2 for Asia, you're going to type 4436 followed by 6 zeros. And then hit enter. Now, if you get a weird looking number like that, that just means you need to make your column B wider. So you're going to have to go up to the line in between the B and the C, and you're going to have to make your column wider so that the number can fit inside of that cell. All right, let's go to B3. In B3, you're going to type 1, 2, 1, 6, followed by 6 zeros. Enter. B4, you're going to type 739, followed by 6 zeros. All right, moving on to B5, North America, 579, followed by 6 zeros. B6, for South America, we're going to type 423, followed by 6 zeros. Next one, B7, is 40, followed by 6 zeros again. All right, Antarctica, nobody officially lives there. There are usually lots of scientists who go there and study, but we're going to just type 0. All right, now we're getting to the more interesting part of Excel. What Excel can do for us is it can do just about any kind of math that we want it to do. So I know that I could probably add these numbers up myself, but instead of doing it myself, I'm going to have the computer do it for me. So I'm going to click on B9. You guys can do this with me. Tap on B9, and in the upper right corner on my toolbar, there is a button called Auto Sum, and it has this weird Greek symbol next to it. You're going to go ahead and tap or click on Auto Sum, and it's basically asking me, do you want to sum B2 through B8? And it kind of shows me what those numbers are. And yes, I do. So all I need to do is hit enter, and it will add up the numbers for me. All right. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to format those numbers to have commas. So with your mouse, you're going to start at B2 and you're going to select through B9. And on top of that selection, you're going to do a 2-finger tap and go to Format Cells. Once you're in Format Cells, you will click on Number. You're going to get rid of any decimal places that they want to give you. So I'm going to change that to a 0. And I'm going to click on this little box that says Use 1000 Separator, which is the comma. And then I will click OK, and it will add commas for me. But it also did something kind of goofy. It gave me a bunch of hashtags, which tells me my column isn't wide enough. So I'm going to have to widen my column again so that my numbers all fit inside of the cells. All right, we're going to do a little bit of formatting next. So what I would like for you to do is go select A1 and B1. And you are going to take that text and we're going to bold it. We're going to underline it. And we're going to center it. Now you guys already know how to do that, so you're going to have to find those buttons up on your toolbar. Bold, underlined, and center. Next, I'm also going to bold the word total, and I'm going to put it on the right align. We are just about done with our first spreadsheet. I'm going to go down to row 11, and in rows 11 and 12, what I want you to do is I want you to look at the information and I want you to write 2 sentences that summarize the information. Now, you don't have to copy the exact same sentences that I did, but I want you to have at least 2 sentences that summarize the information from our spreadsheet. And that's about it for lesson 1. Again, if this was really fast for you, I hope that you used the pause button on the video, and you can always rewind if you didn't understand something. And the lesson for tomorrow is going to be very similar to this.